Hey guys, welcome to Drink Coin. It's Tyler again, and I wanted to bring you a super underrated stock that I just found recently. Was doing a bunch of due diligence on, a bunch of company research, and they just look completely insane with a bunch of the stuff I found. So to just dive right in, this is their pipeline of things they're working on. They've got 3 different treatments that they're working on that are designed around antibody and cell therapy. And specifically what they do is they interact with the T cells in your body to manipulate how your body's immune system reacts with different infections or diseases. Particularly with these 3, it's cancers. And they've also got a COVID-19 vaccine that they've been testing, where they were showing that their vaccine form and treatment for COVID, it appeared that it would be potentially effective against the UK variant already as well, which could be promising for just completely exploding this company forward with their pipeline. Just in general, all of their stuff after looking into it has been seeing continuously positive results in all of their trials. A couple of their treatments, particularly one of their HS treatments up here, they've been doing on lung cancer patients, and they do have expanded access, which means if you follow in FDA guidelines, you can trial your treatments on patients that have serious or life-threatening diseases that don't have satisfactory treatments and are essentially basically like terminally ill or progressing very badly, and the benefits of the potential treatment would outweigh the potential risks for them at that point. So they do have expanded access in their line and not just trials that they work on, which is very nice. And what this has shown is that for some of their treatments they've been doing on lung cancer patients, they've been showing that they've been prolonging the life and quality of life for these patients by a median of 24 months as of right now. Many of those patients are still living. This is data just based on the amount of time they've been able to study them, which is obviously 2 years. And so this is very good information for, them just getting full FDA approval of their treatments that could, long term set them up to be just the face of how to handle these different kinds of cancers, or even as a potential new vaccine for COVID. And you've seen what vaccines for COVID have done for companies as they've come out over time with their stocks that they're in relation to. Now, to just show you a few things real quick, there is a firm called Cantor Fitzgerald. They're a financial institution, and one of their analysts, Kristen Kluska, I think is how you say her name, showed an overweight rating for the stock and priced it at $22. Compared to other analysts, this is about like their low end to median end for what they're pricing stocks at. As you can see here on CNN Money, they do have, out of 5 analysts, a low target of 20, a median target of 22, and a high of possibly 40 with their company, which if they're doing a COVID vaccine and they've got potential for that to go, especially with the variants, I could see this going well over 40 at some point in the next year. But these are targets based on 12 months, and the stock has been trading on a slight downtrend. It's peaked below $8 a couple times. It was around $8 earlier today for most of the day, and it did run pre-market around the $11 range, which I'll show you in the chart for a bit. But they've previously been $30, $50, and $100 over the past few years. So they have already touched over $100 at one point, even though it's been like 2017. And they are an extreme low right now, especially with the market being down the past couple of weeks, especially with the big tech stocks kind of slipping right now, pulling that Nasdaq down. And tomorrow I'm expecting there to be even more of a dip buy-in, especially with this stock, because Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve Chairman, is going to be speaking again. We saw what that did last week when he was talking for Tuesday and Wednesday, where the stocks dropped in the morning and then kind of rebounded through the day after he talked and kind of gave reinsurance on the market and the economy. So it could be a nice buy-in even under $8 going in tomorrow, which would just be absurd, especially if you're holding long-term and trying to hit that 20 range. That's like more than a 300% growth over time. So as I was just explaining to you guys over here, it did have a kind of a run during pre-market over here. That was mostly from the analyst from the financial institution Cantor, giving their overweight rating of being $22. So this is the price ran on that news from $7, like $7.72 back on the 2nd, which was yesterday, and now it's back on a downtrend. It did run up after hours a little bit, but it did go trending back down right after a sharp sell-off from this spike in pre-market all the way down to $8, 8.33 to be exact for the low. And especially the way this is trending, it ran up a little bit and then dropped down right towards the end. I could see this potentially running pre-market, especially as the news gets more known, but I do see the whole market being a hardcore red tomorrow, especially Jerome Powell speaking. And so I'm going to be looking for this to hit that really low $8 range, like under $8.10, or even into the sevens again for my buy price as we go into March 4th tomorrow. And what this is also going to do is set you up for just a nice little swing over the next few weeks potentially. On the 1 month chart, they're no stranger to higher points. This is literally just last month they were up to $18 at one point, so that's even, they've been almost touching that $20 range just a month ago. They've been a slow downtrend. They were above $10 for a while, and I could see this hitting 10, 11 bucks again fairly soon, especially with it already doing it pre-market earlier today. So long term, I'm going to be pricing this for over that $25 range, 25, 30 bucks, because, you know, with all of the cancer stuff they're doing and those becoming potentially new mainstream treatments for cancer as time goes on, and with them working on a COVID vaccine and, you know, down the road looking to get more partnerships with their different stuff going with their COVID vaccine for everything, this is just going to be absolutely absurd for where the stock can go over time. I do see them more towards the end of the year, beginning of next year, hitting that $25, $30 range. That's my personal opinion. I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that, but that's where I see them. They're extremely undervalued, especially what they do, and their treatments are very highly sought after in their field. So this is just going to be great signs all around for the company as a whole. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the breakdown of HTBX stock and why I believe that they are a potential $30+ stock over the next year, and maybe just like even a swing target for you short term, with them looking at retest those $11, $12 ranges soon as we go over the next few weeks and the market kind of recovers as time goes on. If there's any stocks you kind of want me to analyze, be sure to let me know in the comments and I'll check them out. And if they're good and seem like they have a good solid background, I'll be sure to do that for you. And I just want to thank you guys for the continued support on all of the videos and everything. Make sure you're following on Twitter and Instagram at DreamCoined with an ED at the end, so that you can stay up to date on news as it comes throughout the day before I can get videos out, and even on stocks I don't do videos on, so you can get a quick shout on those. And other than that, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.